Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Allahumma shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. I want to start off by asking you guys to close your eyes. Hordes of people, clashing noises, so many voices, multiplying sounds, lost, alone, empty. Feel for a corner, feel for a chair. This is a camp of empowerment and hope. Hope? Yes, hope. Like a hope for? No. No, no, no. I know what hope is. I hope I'm easily missed. I hope I'm not seen. I hope I'm lost in the crowd. For this is what hope's for. Sink down. I hope that I am not seen. If I myself cannot see, I don't want to be seen. If I'm not seen, I can continue to exist. I've survived these past 12 years following this model. Something this camp cannot teach me, for I already know. Slump down. Press my body into my body to try and achieve perfection. I am now invisible, and I can breathe now. A hand, a gentle warm hand, touching my shoulder by accident. An entire body wrapping around me, engulfing me, squeezing me. An enormous casual question. Hey, what's your name? Can I be your friend? I stammer, stutter, mumble, pause. Be my friend. Stumbling through words, tongue won't unloosen. I don't understand. How can he see me? This is a poem illustrating a true reflection of one of the blind kids that we've worked with in Lebanon in one of our programs in my nonprofit. And this story is a story of many blind kids and disabled kids out there. People with disabilities are marginalized in many different ways. They feel isolated. They feel like they're a charity. They feel like they have no value in society. There are 1 billion individuals in this world with a disability. 1 billion. That's 1/7 of the world's population. And it doesn't come close to having that fraction being represented in our communities. 1/7. Including our Muslim spaces. As you see, I am blind, and I'm proud of it. But there was a time in my life there was a time in my life that I was ashamed of it. I used to go to my local masjid when I was growing up. But I used to hear phrases such as La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Allah yashfiki, may God cure you. I used to be put in the corner sometimes. I used to feel like I was no one. And I used to be ashamed of who I am. But then I realized that I was associating my identity to how society perceived me instead of my identity to Allah. And me being ashamed of myself, that means I was ashamed of how Allah created me. Forgetting that Allah is the most loving, the most merciful, and the most protector. And that Allah has a purpose behind creating us, each of us in an individual way. Each single one of us. We are all created imperfectly in a perfect way. When we look at nature, we appreciate diversity. We appreciate the diversity of mountains and the trees and the snowflakes and the weather. But why is it when we see diversity in human beings, we tend to remove ourselves from it? Why don't we focus on the abilities within one another and not the disabilities? It took me a long time to come to where I am. And I would have never, and growing up, I never asked myself, or I never asked Allah to give me my eyesight. Never. The dua that I always made was, Ya Allah, please provide me and give me whatever makes me closer to you. And my blindness has been the biggest blessing in this world. My blindness has created my personality, has given me resilience, perseverance, stubbornness, creativity. But most importantly, my blindness has gotten me closer to my Creator. And what helped me get to where I am is my mother. My mother, 21 years ago, she found out that her eldest daughter at age 7 lost her vision. That's my sister. Then 2 years later, she finds out that her second daughter at age 7, which is me, lost her vision. And like a lot of people at that time, she thought she was being punished by Allah. She heard things from her extended family and friends back home that you would never want to hear. Your daughters are useless. They're not going to amount to anything. There's no point in educating them. But my mom right now says, having me and my sister and having us becoming blind has been the biggest blessing in this world. It made her move from being a passive Muslim to an active Muslim. It made her seek the beauty in Islam and the beauty in her Creator. It made our family come close together and see the beauty with one another. And she pushed to the end that we were integrated into the school system, we pursued our life, our dreams, and we lived a well-rounded life. And because of that, to give you an example, my sister just finished her PhD in computational chemistry and is now doing her postdoc. My mom taught me what full inclusion meant. Full inclusion means changing the narrative surrounding disability. Full inclusion means having the individual with a disability to believe in themselves, their ability, and that they have the ability to be change makers and productive makers of their community. And full inclusion means society sees the value in everyone. And when I mean everyone, I mean all types of disability, whether that's sensory, psychosocial, intellectual, physical. There's a value in everyone to be integrated in our community. We need to move from the charity perspective to the value perspective. We need to move from looking down on one's creation to seeking the beauty in Allah's creation. We have all faced marginalization at one point in time, every single one of us. Whether that's being kicked out of our home and country, whether that's because of racial segregation, whether that's because of a disability. But at that point in time, you want to be heard. You want to be seen, and you want to be accepted into the society. So this is what my ask is for tonight. Let's first truly start to uncover the potential and the ability within ourselves, no matter who we are and what we are. And let's also start to look at each other with the lens of that Allah has created that person. So I want to end with a dua to say, may Allah give us the strength to have the vision, to see the beauty in ourselves and in each other through the lens that Allah is the most loving and the most merciful and the most protector. Thank you so much.